We have looked at how a multi-grade classroom works, but why would schools offer this type of educational setting, and what are the benefits to the students? The most noted benefit of a multi-grade classroom is that this setting allows students to learn from other grades. Younger students will overhear lessons being taught to older students. As they are listening, two items are happening. One is they are prepping their minds for future instruction. The other is the student develops a natural inclination to want to know more, a challenge to continue to learn about more difficult concepts. Take Jimmy as an example. He is hearing about the concept of multiplication before he would in a regular one-grade classroom. By listening, he is already picking up the basics of how multiplication works. When it is time for Jimmy to learn multiplication, he already has a basic knowledge and is ready to grasp a deeper understanding of this concept. There is also a benefit for the older students. These students who may have struggled with multiplication will overhear the lessons being taught to younger students. This allows the older students to review and reinforce basic concepts without embarrassment. Another benefit of multi-grade classrooms is the positive social climate and behavior. As interaction with other age groups is fostered, children's social behavior develops earlier with increased ability and increased social skills. When a student walks into a multi-grade classroom, they will see many differences among all of the students as they are all students of varying ages. Therefore, there are very few negative attitudes towards differences and much more towards acceptance. This eliminates a large reason why bullying takes place in schools. The multi-grade classroom is also a natural extension of life in the real world. Very rarely in the world do people work solely with others of the same age and ability level. Our children will work in an environment where they will need to communicate and work with others of varying ages and abilities, very similar to a multi-grade classroom. The multi-grade classroom is also an extension of home life. The students are using the same social skills they would use at home as they interact with students of different ages, similar to siblings. It fosters sound relationships at home while maintaining a very family-oriented setting. Another benefit is the lengthened teacher-to-student relationship. In a single-grade classroom, the teacher only has 1 year to get to know Jimmy, and then Jimmy is off to the next teacher. This is very little time to get to know the student and how each student best learns, which means less time to individualize the instruction for each student. In a multi-grade classroom, the same teacher instructs Jimmy for 2 or more years, meaning that the teacher is given greater time to get to know Jimmy individually to know his strengths, weaknesses, and learning habits. The teacher is able to plan lessons that they know will engage the student because they have had more time to build a teacher-to-student relationship. All of this increases the quality of education the student receives. In closing, there have been vast studies on multi-grade classrooms that indicate that students in multi-grade settings perform as well or better than students in single-grade settings. Studies also clearly indicate that there are many social and psychological benefits from multi-grade settings. If you would like to learn more about the quality education that we can offer, please contact us through our website and see how a multi-grade classroom can benefit your child.